Hi buddy, welcome back to Mage Renaissance, episode 72 with me, Sid. And since last episode I've done a little bit of work. I've got the, so that is the cooked tater chest. I've added in a carrot chest, and the carrots are slowly starting to stock up. And I've also added in a melon chest, which is starting to stock up as well. And that is actually getting rapidly to the point where it's almost empty. Once that is empty, I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to break that. I'm going to lift this up and put it next to this so it goes directly in, because I'm fairly certain that one won't grow while there's a block over it. So yeah, I haven't activated it. I do know what I've done wrong there. These need a mana pool on all four faces, so all right next to it at the very least. I'm not sure whether it needs to be on all four. So we are kind of getting there. However, we're going to have a little break from this today, because there's something else. Not what I wanted. There's something else that I need to play with. Let me get over and give that some baked tatters, baked taties. Yeah, so how are you doing? You are there, excellent. Right, so I need to gimme, thank you, gimme, thank you, gimme, thank you. Good, that, thank you. That will go there. That will go there, and that will go there, and everything should be good and happy. So I think we'll be getting on to night time, because we're getting that hazy effect again. So this is doing its thing, and I'd like to get these systems obviously this one is going to be easy to stock, because yeah, it's just a little bit of that. This one will take longer because it's got to cook all the taters, and this one will take a while because it's got to continue harvesting the thing. And these guys will continue doing their stuff over here for pretty much. I'm wondering whether to change that out for let me have a look. Can I? Let me just check something. Hopper up, down, blah. How do we get the general hopper? Just wondering how we actually get the upgrades out. Appears that you can't. Oh well, you know what, doesn't matter, it really didn't cost that much. So what we can do is we can grab all of those out, take that out. Oh, that was not ideal. We'll take that and put you over there. No. And that is going into there. And then that was a provide, wasn't it? Okay. Golomancer's belt. We need some seeds. Okay, there we go. Single item only, always leave at 1, blah blah blah, and the whitelist is that. That should be fine, I think. The only question is whether they can, whether the golems can get seeds out of that. But you know what? They'll work it out. Right, so what I would like to do today is I realised that we don't have a huge amount of living wood or living stone, and currently the only way I have to do that, which is, thank you, is manually. Now there has to be a way of automating this, because I don't believe that there isn't. I may sit and repair this in a moment as well. Now I've set up the pure daisies here, and obviously I can come in and I can mine these all day long, happily, and everything will be fine. However, it's a little bit manual, and I didn't bring any more stuff. Let me grab those back. So it occurs to me there has to be a better way of doing this. There has to be. Well, there doesn't have to be. You know, it's always possible that there isn't. But there most likely is, because that's how things... I also do need to do this build over here at some point. So, let us go down here. Yeah, indeed. And let's just get up there and on top here. So this is Iron Golem. It's brutal, it's fragile, it's smart, it's a breaker. That is not smart, so I'm going to take you. So he can be taught. We can take a U seal, and I could take potentially 8 of those, which is what we'd need. And we would need a breaker seal, and a supply seal, perhaps provisioning, probably. I'm not sure entirely there. We'll sort that one out. However, what we also are going to need is a golem to place. And again, I don't think it needs to be particularly strong, but it does need to be deft. And does it need to be smart? There's an easy way to find out. Let's see what... Yeah, it needs a smart as well. So we need a smart... Golem legs should be fine. I don't think we need anything more than that, but we do need a biothermic mind, 3 arcane mechanisms, some mechina, and some great wood. That will be more than enough. So biothermic mind is going to be my first thing. Let's have a look at that one, because I can never remember how you make these. That is a clockwork mind, so we need to make one of those first. Right, let's have a look. What have we got? Let's have a look. Clockwork mind is a simple arcane mechanism, so that's iron plates and brass plates. Iron plates we've got 1, 2. Brass plates. I still not got any brass. Got brass plates. If I go in here and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe. It's going to take 5 per. We're going to have to make some more instrumentum, I think, at this point, because that is going to run out, I think, before we get there. Yeah, well, naturally not. We got away with that. There's only 5 left in there, though, so that's not ideal. Right, that will give me 6 of those. We need a stick. God, the most basic of things that you need, eh? So we're going to need a stick, iron, and that gives us a simple arcane mechanism. 2 more of those, a redstone comparator. Oh, surely did I not bring any of those over? Damn it. That is, let's have a look, that's got instrumentum and terra, so flint is probably the best source for instrumentum, isn't it? Boop, boop, boop. Let's have a look. What can we use to get instrumentum that we can farm? Yeah, enchanted skull's not a thing really. I think flint is still probably the best and quickest. it's relatively easy to source. Everything else, flint and steel, but we can't farm those, so yeah, I don't really think there's much else out there that we can play with. I think it's gonna have to be flint. Alright, let's go sort out my instrumentum problems, and I will get the rest of that. I mean, we've built these before, so I'm not going to do all of that on camera. We'll just work our way through it. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, we're almost at the point where we can make the mechanical brain thing. What we are missing is cognito. We need 50. We've got enough mechina, and we just need to wait for that to come through the system. It shouldn't take too long. That will give us those, which give us the biothermic mine. So that'll be the first step. As I say, just waiting on this stuff to come through. Come on, you can do it. Can't remember what else was in there. Let's have a look. Examinis and Vitium. Oh no, that's all right. An Examinis there. Oh well, we're going to be waiting a moment for that. But yeah, everything else has done that. That's relatively straightforward. We had everything for that except for ironically the piston. And obviously this thing is relatively straightforward as well. So yeah, all good really. Come on, I don't have to go to the nether and check this stuff out. This is the downside with having the lag when you go in the nether. Come on. No, I'll be back when this is done. This is going to take a hot moment, I think. So yeah, see you in a moment. Alright, first things first. So we are making the biothermic mine. We're going to need to, everything else I think we should be okay for, but me rearm, because that's handy. And yeah, do need to do some more work up here. This area does definitely needs to be finished. I've got loads of little projects that I need to finish off, and you know, I know what I need to be doing, but why did I get two things then? Don't know. Okay, so we got that. We need great wood planks, and we need 3 simple mechanisms. Okay, 3 simple arcane mechanisms. Well, that is going to be 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. I'll just make a bunch of those because why not? And we need 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 1 2 3, and then some of that going on, I think, and that will give me those. Definitely going to need to get some aqua. Actually, I'm all right. And 1 2 3 4, and then we needed to check what was in the mechina. 31, and we needed 16. Right, let me check. Smart, deft, doesn't matter about the fragile. Go. So that's got that bit done. The only last thing I think we need to do is work out for the block breaker. Do we need the advanced or... Right, so this is simple enough. Have I got any gold here? Of course I haven't. Why would I have gold over here? Travel. And head over and grab that. Now I'm not entirely sure with the block breaker thing whether it just breaks the what did I want? Shovel pick and just, you know what, take a bunch. That'll do the trick. And yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, so never 100% certain whether the whether the block breaker is an area of effect. Now I know the use is a place, you place it down, you say do this. I think the block breaker is probably the same, so it might be more efficient just to have the golems place one block around the daisy and just swap them. It won't be efficient time wise, but you know, time isn't actually a major issue for this. Let me use that to go and get you. And we need one more sticky stick. There we go. So for that I needed a pick, a shovel, I think it was. Yep, a shovel and an axe. Put the gold away. Oh, holy hand grenade. Hallelujah. Right, so that was out there. We need a blank seal, and we need, let me check, Instrumentum 10, Petitio 10, Humanus 10. Petitio is almost certainly not a problem. Yep. Humanus is not a problem. And what was the other one? Instrumentum is also not a problem. Lovely. So that should be, this will be a little bit unstable because it's a 3-item infusion, but that's fine. We'll live with it. Actually, let's just do that. That should stabilize it a little bit, or it should do if because those will stabilize each other. That's the only unstable item. We seem to have done pretty well stability wise, so let's have a look. Now if I place you here and get you, no, that's all right then. So we can go like that, and we can we can only filter one item. You know what, it's actually not a problem. The main thing I need right now is stone, so we'll go with that, I think. Okay, let me have you. Now what we need to do is work out where we're going to place it. Let me sort that out and be back in a second. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to place this, and we're going to have this be in this area, and it is going to filter to break living rock. Now obviously we can change that filter whenever we want. We'll place a living daisy down there, and then this is going to go here, 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 and here. And we just need to jump down and grab some smooth stone. Should have more than that. There you go. Take those. We're going to need a provisioning seal, I think, but let's just get the basics in place for starters. That is going to be stone. I want to right click, not left click, and request provisioning from whitelist, I suppose. We're going to need that provisioning seal before we go any further, aren't we? Alright, let me go and have a look what we got for starters. It's just so much easier with applied energistics, you know. And to be fair, it's probably something we could do without having to worry about anyway. Empty and lumberjack. So we need more seals. We need a provisioning seal, don't we? Let's have a look. Provisioning. And we need a storage seal as well. Provide is an empty. Okay, an advanced empty, which is an empty. So there's empty. So we need to do that with census and cognito. Census and cognito. Oh, we're a bit low on cognito again. Let's fix that. Give me a brain. Thank you very much. Right, just wait for that to filter through. It shouldn't take long. The issue was that there was some instrumentum still in the system, so when I brought that down, it picked up. Right, that's going to take a hot minute. We'll get that made to do that, and we also need a yeah, another seal, don't we? I'm just trying to think what else we need. It's seal after seal after seal, isn't it? We need a collect seal, so that's got to go into the area, and we also are going to need a store seal. Wow. seal. Yeah, we're going to be waiting a hot minute for that, so as soon as that's come through I'll get those done, but in the meantime I'll carry on getting those seals done. Alright, this, oops, no, helm, I've just gone and put it on there, haven't I? Yes. Right, let's try that again, shall we? This should be the provide seal. And armed with all of that, we should be about ready to go. That is permutatio, that is desirium, and that's finally. There just seems to be a bit of a slow response sending stuff through and it coming back. Not entirely sure why, but there just is. So what we need is, for starters, we need to get a collect seal there. That, you know what, that's fine, that will work. And then we're going to have a store seal there, which is just going to allow it to store anything. Actually no, let's whitelist that. And we want a provide seal, which is going to whitelist that. So if I put down the golem and give it some stone, it should So here's the question. Am I better off just having him whacking them down as he can? Or not? Let's see what happens when this breaks. So he, oops, there we go. This is going to take a hot minute just to convert. We'll see how it goes and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I think this should be it. So basically these are all on the top here now. They're all whitelisted and set to request provisioning from whitelist and click empty air. So that is that bit, and then you will go in there and he will do the braking. That will keep on bringing this back. And we just need to, I did alter that because he picked up some bad habits there you go. And then he'll basically go and put the blocks back down. And at the end of it all we'll have a goodly supply of living rock. It's not bad. I mean, it's fairly convoluted and it won't work for living wood, but we could always, for example, we could make the advanced versions of these. So we've got the use. Have we not got an advanced use? Interesting. There isn't an advanced use. There is an advanced pretty much everything else. Huh. Well, there you go. Learn something new. Column logistics. We do want to do something with that at some point as well. However, this is doing its job. It's working, and I am more than happy with that as a solution. So let us get a little screenshot of these guys, and that is probably about it for this episode, with the exception of, are you going to pick that up? Come on, dude. Okay. With the exception of one job, which should be relatively straightforward. And that is to do 1, 2, 3 and 4 of those, and they will go there, there. Oh. Seriously? That's going to be a pain. I've just realised they're trying to interact with those seals as well, which is a bit of a pig. I may have to relocate all of that, but just to get these guys away. But they're over here. They're not obsessing about that anymore. This wants to be bound to there. If I were to, I don't know. And that should have now gone up there. So that's good. That's the plenty of melon in the system. Quite a bit of thing. We've got a goodly amount of carrots. So I think the next thing to do is probably well, I mean, we can move all of that over here for starters. That's not a problem. But it's probably just to get, I don't know, do I want to run this for a while first or not? I suppose that's the question, isn't it? Not sure. But we're getting closer. And then we'll be able to do the other thing. The other thing I do want to do, and I'm going to do it now actually, because this thing here is a bit of a pain. let us go. Well, first things first, let's check whether I've got what I need, because I would like to make another one of these allow me to teleport straight down there rather than... We've only got 51 Chaos Essence. Now we use you to make those, and I need 4 of those. I've only got 3. A recipe for that is that, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Uses of that is to make many things, but the thing we want to make is that one, which needs 4 redstone and a glowstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a glowstone. Plob, plob, plob. Make me one of them, thank you. And then we're going to take those. We're going to use those with 2 of those, and I'll just pop that away while we're at it. And that. What do I want? We need a rock, don't we? What can we go with? I'm going to go with that, I think. That will do. Boop. Make one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Bang. And there should be in somewhere. Hang on, let me put you away. And no, that's a sorcerer's wand, but I need the linking tool. There we go. Now, question. Where do we put this? I mean, kind of pointless wandering out. I'm going to put, I think, well, actually, I know. We shall put you here. And we shall take that. And then we'll there. That should do the trick. And then that means, yeah, we can get around a little bit easier. It's not perfect, but eventually this guy will pick this low up. Come on. Don't let it go to waste. He's not going to be perfect, is he? I think we have to accept that as a thing. And then we can just pop that in a little bit more. And that's a panel. Oh, you can have that. That doesn't really look out of place anywhere. Right. On that note, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.